everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Katie, and today I'm going to be doing 30 books that I want to read before I'm 30. Alright, so this video is kind of coming out a little on the late side because I'm turning 30 in 2 months. So I have 30 books to finish before I'm 30 in 2 months. So my birthday's in July. I have no idea how I'm going to read all these. I actually might have already started some of these and finished some because I made this list about 2 weeks ago in preparation for doing this video. So I already kind of started knocking off the list a little bit, but I have 30 books to talk about today. I'm going to make this as short as possible because I'm sick and my voice is going away, but I really wanted to get this video out for you all. But I have a ton of books to talk about. I'm not going to read the description of every single one. I'll just kind of give a brief overview of all the books that I want to read before I turn 30. So yes, I'm turning 30. I don't look it, I don't sound it, but I am turning 30. Actually, when I'm sick, I probably sound more like I'm 30 because my voice goes down about 2 octaves. Okay, so I have my list of 30 books to talk about. The first ones that I want to talk about, I want to read the first 3 books in the Readathon Tales by Melanie Dickerson. I want to do a whole reading vlog around these books in my birthday month, so look forward to that. But I just found out there's a 4th book coming out, so it's not just a trilogy anymore, which I'm kind of happy about, but now I have to wait for the other one to come out now. But so I'm excited to read these. These are, I don't believe they're fairy tale retellings. I think they're just kind of YA romance, because she writes a lot of fairy tale retellings, so I'm not sure if these are or not. But I'm all excited about these books. I can't wait to read them. So those are the first 3. 4th book is The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. I knew it was on my bookshelves. Okay, so the next one is The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. This cover just drew me in, and it is about a woman who runs an apothecary, and she kind of helps women kill off their husbands for some kind of reason. So there's that one that I want to read. Not going into too much of that one. Okay, next one is the second book in the duology, the Heirs of Neverland series by Kara Swanson. I read Dust last month, and so I want to read Shadow. That's another book that I really want to get to. It's a Peter Pan retelling. The next one is a middle grade called The Mystery of Black Hollow Lane by Julia Nobel. This is just a middle grade book about a girl who is in kind of a school in a different country, boarding school, there we go, and a mystery happens and stuff happens. You can't think when you're sick. Okay. The next one is Under the Tulip Tree by Michelle Shockley. I did have a physical copy of this, but it was due at the library, so had to return it. Thankfully, I can get the audiobook out for the Readathon happening this month. If you don't know, I'm hosting a Christian Fictionathon, which is a Christian Readathon happening all month long. I will link the announcement video down below in the description box, and that is our buddy read. So that will definitely be getting read. The next one is The Extremely Inconvenient Adventures of a Bronte Meadowstone by Jacqueline Moriarty. I have been wanting to read this one for a while. I believe this is a girl whose parents die, I think. And she gets a mysterious letter saying she's got to visit all these different people to collect things. I don't know, but everyone says it's really good, so I wanted to read it. And the next one on my list is Swan Song by Elizabeth B. Splain. And I got this one because it was a independent indie author, so I really wanted to read this because I had a prompt in one of my challenges for an indie author, and so I decided to pick up this one. This is about a girl who, I believe she's an opera star during World War II, and she ends up falling in love with I think the Führer's nephew, so kind of intrigued to see what this is about. So there's that one. The next book I want to talk about is Sunrise on Half Moon Bay by Robin Carr, and I don't know anything about this one, but I had a prompt in one of my challenges this year that said to read a book that you see somebody else read in public. And so this one was, she was reading like the blurb on the back at BJ's, and so I was like, I'm gonna pick that one. Okay. The next one is Tell Her No Lies by Kelly Irvin. And I do have this one. So I read another book by this author last month. And my buddy read that one. So I decided to try another one to see if I liked it or not. The other one was only about 3 stars. So I'm hoping that this one's better. This one is Tell Her No Lies by Kelly Irvin. And so I know it's kind of like romance suspense. Tacos for Two by Betsy St. Amant. I have been wanting to read this since I got it last year, and I still haven't. I need to, because I know I'm going to love it, but I don't know why I just haven't gotten to it yet. Probably because it's like over 350 pages, and like, I haven't felt like reading big books in a while. But I need to get to this one because I love the cover, and it's just a contemporary romance book, Christian fiction, and it's going to be great. I have a feeling it's going to be great. I think this will be my first book by this author, so we're going to go with it. Okay, next one is, let's see, Alone in the Woods by Rebecca Behrens. This is a middle grade book about 2 girls who they get into a fight and they argue with each other because they've been best friends, but they get into a huge fight and they end up going on vacation with their family to try to reconcile, and somehow they end up getting stranded in the woods and they need to find their way back. So hopefully it's good. It sounds good. Okay. Next one is The Island of Sea Woman by Elisa C. I did talk about this one recently and I ended up DNFing it, but it was already on my list. So I'm just going to leave it on there and just call it a DNF. The next one is, I have this one too. I'm trying to get a lot of my own books read, so we're trying here. Okay, the next one is Engraved on the Heart by Tara Johnson. I'm reading this one because I'm in part of Chantel's reading challenge this year. It was to read a book with a body part in the title, so we're going with heart because that's a body part. All right, the next one that I'm going to be reading is Ogre Enchantment by Gail Carson Levine. This is the companion novel to Ella Enchanted, and I was gifted this one last year. Still haven't read it yet, but I want to because I just finished Ella Enchanted a few months ago, and so I really wanted to get to this one. The next one is Fatal Strike by Diane Mills, and this is a romantic suspense book. I actually just finished this one. When did I finish this one? A couple days ago. The next book I want to get to is The Princess Bride by William Goldman. I'm too sick to reach my books up there, but they're up there, and I want to do a reread because it's my favorite fiction book. I got my friend to read it, Melina. I will link her channel down below, but I guess I kind of made her finally get to the book because she's had it on her TBR for a while and she loved it, so I'm super happy that she loved it. But I plan on doing a reread of it during my birthday month, so I thought I'd just put it on this list just so it's on there. Okay, the next one that I want to get to is Daughter of Rome by Tessa Afshar. This is another Christian fiction book, and it sounds just really good. It's about the daughter of a Roman general who meets and falls in love, I'm guessing, with a Jewish immigrant. And so I've heard really good things about this one, that people have enjoyed this one, so hopefully I will too. The next book that I want to get to is Sold on a Monday by Christina McMorris. So I really don't know exactly what this book is about, but I've heard it's probably going to be heartbreaking, so I will be reading that one as well. Okay, the next one that I want to get to is Squashed by Joan Bauer. This is a recent book that I just purchased. It's not with me right now. I have it downstairs, but if you don't know, Joan Bauer is one of my favorite authors, and so I want to try to get through all of her books this year, although I kind of want to make them last. The next one that I want to read is Unspoken by Angela Hunt, and this is a book about a girl who teaches a gorilla how to use sign language. A different zoo wants the gorilla, and so she won't be able to be with it anymore. And so I'm really excited because gorillas are one of my favorite animals ever, and so I really hope that I will like this book because the cover just drew me in. This is actually my most anticipated book of the year, so I need to get to it. The next one I wanted to get to is Refugee by Alan Gratz, and I've never read an Alan Gratz book, but I've heard good things about them. But I believe this is about 4 kids who somehow end up trying to be refugees and seek asylum from a different country, and I believe all of them take some kind of waterway to escape. So it sounded really good, and hopefully I will get to that one soon. The next book that I want to get to is Gone Crazy in Alabama by Rita Williams Garcia. This is the 3rd book and final book in the Gaither Sisters trilogy. I've read a little bit. Not much, read a little bit. But I hope to finish this one just so I can say I finished the trilogy. And I did enjoy this trilogy. It was really cute and kind of interesting to see a children's point of view, like during like the 1960s. So it's really cute, and I'm excited to finish that one. The next one I wanted to get to was Kindred by Octavia E. Butler. This is actually going to be my book for a couple different challenges for a book that started with my first name, which is Kay, but I ended up finding another book, so I don't know exactly if I'm going to get to this book or not. I want to read Iscariot by Tosca Lee. So this book is about Judas. I don't really read too much about it. I've heard that it's really good, and I'm hoping it's really good. I got the large print. I guess that's all I had at my library. Okay. The next book that I want to get to is The Princess by Lori Wick. I was supposed to read this last month, but I never got to it because I got sick. But I did read a little. Oops. I did read a little bit, but I do want to get to it as this is a gorgeous edition. Even the spine. See the spine? Don't know if you can focus, but it's a gorgeous copy. I found this at Ollie's, actually. So I was really happy with the spine. But I'm hoping to finish that one up really soon as well. And then the last book that I want to read, number 30, is Pax by Sarah Pennypacker. I was supposed to read this one during middle grade March, but I never got to it. There's also a sequel too, I think. And so this is a World War II historical fiction, I believe, about a fox and a little boy. And so I've heard that, again, it's another heartbreaker one probably, but hopefully it's good. And that is my last book that I'm going to talk about because this is no fun trying to film while my voice is going away and clearing my throat constantly. So all this is happening up here, and it's starting to get nice outside, and I want to go out and exercise and walk and start losing weight again because I'm trying to lose weight, and I've lost about 12 pounds so far. You know, little life update. I'm trying to lose up to almost 100 pounds. I'm down to like 88 that I have to lose now. So pray that I will be able to work out soon because I hate being sick and not being able to do stuff. So yeah. Anyways, I will see you all in the next video.